Greetings everyone. It's been a while since I've uploaded and I thought I'd show off some of my collection, these being my German World War II helmets. These are all original except for one, but it's still really cool. I do have 3 relic helmets that I do not have at this house with me, but they are not in really good condition to be displayed anyways, but they are there, but I don't have them here. But anyway, these are my quote-unquote good Stahlhelms that I consider worthy to display. I'm starting from the left and working my way along there, and then I'm going to go to my favorites at the back there. So starting from the left hand front, this is a single decal Luftwaffe M40 helmet, as you can tell by the vents being a part of the helmet but still retaining the rolled edge. This one I got for quite a reasonable price, and as you can see the Luftwaffe decal still there. This one has been treated in oxalic acid, however it has not come out that great. However, where it has come out, like here where the decal is, it's come out really well. This one's even more special as it's actually named. As you can see, the remains of a name on the front of the helmet is still there, with quite a bit of the original field grey paint still inside the helmet. This did also come with a tiny little bit of the liner, which fell off when I was giving it the oxalic acid bath. As you can see, this is a very beautiful relic, and why I have it in this part of the collection. Next to it is another decal helmet. This is a decal M35. I think this was a former Luftwaffe helmet, possibly reissue SS, but the decals aren't in very good condition. It looks really glossy because it's had some sort of preservative sprayed onto it. However, this was not done by me. This was done by the previous owner before the previous owner. This helmet was apparently found somewhere in Russia and still retains the liner band. However, it has corroded into like this whitish creamy colored material, and all of the split pins are still in place where they were fitted 80 years ago. This is a really nice relic helmet once again, and I really like the fact that it's still got decals on it. Next to that is a no decal M35 relic with quite a lot of the original apple green paint with the field grey still visible underneath. This is a relic that was found in Latvia, I think. Yeah, I think so. It is quite heavily corroded on the top there, but it's still in. The heat stamps in this are still visible. The heat stamp on the back there is 3662, and it is a ET64 helmet. So it's a shell size 64. This one is one of my favorite relic helmets, just because of how solid it is and the heat stamp still being visible. Next to that is an original M42 Stahlhelm. Size I think is 64, with a pretty hefty shrapnel hole there. This is a relic that was found in Kurland, which was some pretty intensive fighting. Unfortunately, no maker's marks are visible due to the pitting, but being an M42, I think they would have been located at the back of the helmet around here. These split pins are reproductions that are just there as placeholders, but this is a very solid, beautiful relic M42 helmet. The next helmet isn't technically German, but it's a Bulgarian M36 Model C, so the last production version of these helmets. The Bulgarian M36s take a lot of inspiration from the M35 helmet, however having a slightly different shape and a crest which is pressed as into the helmet, but the liner does have quite a bit of similarities to the German helmets. This one does have some initials in it, and the shell size and ink stamps are still in very good condition. These are very nice original World War II helmets that you can get for about $100 to $200, depending on where you can get or locate them. The Model A helmets, which look very similar to the M35, even more than this, are a little bit more pricier, however. Next to this is a reproduction M35 double decal. This one is with, like I said, double decal with chicken wire. This one's actually the ones that we use for the films. I have aged it up a little bit and put a name in it, Panzergrenadier Obergefreiter Wolf. But this one is the ones that you see in the films. However, it has been prettied up by myself to make it look nicer. Going to some more original helmets. Here are two M34 helmets, this being a steel version, this being an aluminum version. This one is done up as a firefighting / police helmet. It is an original helmet, however the decals are unfortunately fake, but these are the decals for the police. These helmets are on the cheaper side for original Strohhelms, and you can get them for quite good condition. Unfortunately, the right side of the helmet has taken quite a bit of a beating, and this one does also have the liner, however it is missing the chin strap. But what is interesting is that it retains its aluminum comb, which was removed I think in 1940 to be reused and melted down for the war effort. Going over to this one, this is the aluminum version. This one has original police decals. You can sort of see the remains of the party decal, but this one has likely been denazified. I'm not too sure how original the Junkers factory markings on the front are, but it's an original helmet nonetheless. This one still has the liner and chin strap and has two names in it, Jung Fritz and a Gauss W. These helmets are very nice and good, and they are in quite good condition. Going to my favorite helmets back here, we have some Luftschutz helmets. Starting from this one, this is the Gladiator style helmets for their shape. This one has no decal on the front, but it retains the decal on the inside of the helmet with the heat stamp there. This one even still has the liner and chin strap, and a ink stamp is still visible on the liner, however I can't read it. This one is in very nice condition, aside from some light rust and marks and scuffs on it, but that's to be expected of an 80-year-old helmet. This one is another Gladiator helmet, however this one has the Luftschutz decal. The Luftschutz were basically the air raid wardens of Germany, and they manned the anti-aircraft guns, and they fought the fires and stuff. This one has also got a heat stamp there. This one unfortunately does not have a liner, and for whatever reason the inside's been painted this tan color. This was not done by me, this was done by the previous owner. It's very beautiful Luftschutz blue. Next to those I have an original Quest size 64 double decal M35. You can still see the remains of the here decal, the army decal, and the remains of the tricolor decal. The red, white and black are visible. This one was found in a shed by a family friend with an Australian World War II helmet, and he very kindly gifted to me. Unfortunately it is in semi-relic condition. It's quite pitted around the top, but here's the liner. I do think this is a killed in action helmet due to the rot in the front of the helmet there, which is very similar to the kind of rot that happens to leather when blood gets in the liner. The chin strap is missing, however the mounts for it are still in place. And the heat stamp, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but it's there. And the Quist one is, where is it? It's very hard to see. You probably can't see it, but there's a Quist stamp there. This one is one of my favorites in my collection, and it looks very nice and very original. Next to that is which is probably one of my most sought after helmets, is an original beaded M40 helmet. This is very similar to the army ones, however has the bead in it due to maybe some sort of issue in steel, which means it's unfit for combat. So when these helmets had a defect or a complication in the manufacturing process, a bead would be put into the helmet to signify that it's not safe for combat. However, these were issued to Luftschutz, like this one, which is in that Luftschutz blue, or the Volkssturm very late in the war. But it's a very beautiful helmet. The inside still has the original liner and half of the chin strap. This one has a very faint 18 on the back, Quist size 64. This is a M40. You can tell because the vents are part of the helmet. However, it's got that rolled edge like the M35. So that is all of my German World War II helmets, apart from those two. And there is 3 other relic helmets that I do not have at the moment, which are still yet to come, but those are all of the ones that I do have as of right now. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video whenever I get around to it.